Since its inception in the 1950s, the BTCC has travelled a phenomenal distance. The black and white images of gentlemen racers have evolved into a new athletic breed of hungry professionals.
60 years ago, it's black and white TV, Louise. We're now in colour, full HD.
It's the most intense championship, I think, from start to finish, anywhere in the world.
This is an era in which youth is fighting experience and winning.
The new kids are on the block, the younger generation are here. 90% of the grid now is under the age of 30, so that plays a big part of it. We're all hungry, we all want to prove ourselves, and the old boys have got to watch their backs.
When I first got in it, I think I was 26 years old. I was the only driver on the grid under the age of 30. Is that a good or a bad thing? It's a question because you have to do your dues, earn your respect, earn your experience now. Now you can fast track in with a good budget.
I think we've certainly noticed in the last couple of years is this little bit of a changing of, maybe the change of the guard, maybe a new wave starting to come in.
I come to these races in my head thinking I have to have worked harder than everyone else has between the last event and this event to stand a chance of winning a race or challenging for the championship. So you have to be a complete driver.
It's very hard to find an advantage or get a leg up when it comes to car setup, because everybody knows where the best place is to be. So that's why drivers start looking inward, looking at themselves and seeing if there's anything they can do there.
The drivers have actually got fitter, they're working harder, they're doing simulator work, they've got their physios, nutritionists. You know, I think in the old days they'd be having a fag and a cup of coffee around the back.
The championship is engineered for competitiveness. Success ballers, tyre choices and the reverse grid draw have bred new winners. A record-breaking 14 different drivers have stood on the top step of the podium already this season.
Guys don't stay in the one team for any length of time now, so the intelligence, the setups, you know, are getting shifted about all the teams. So whereas perhaps, you know, in the early days there's only a few teams knew the tricks, now everybody knows the tricks.
You look at the racing now, 9 times out of 10 it's fantastic racing. And people want to challenge themselves, and I think this is the most competitive championship, certainly in the UK, but also across Europe. And it's more competitive than I've ever known it before. You look how close qualifying is all the time, and from a driver's point of view, that challenge of having to string every last little bit out of it on and off the track to make sure you're even in the top 10, that's what gives me a buzz.
There's nowhere on the grid that you're safe. You have to really work hard all the time, and there's obviously a lot of established guys with 14 winners this year. It's not easy anywhere on the grid.
It's a full-time job. If you want to win this championship, if you want to win racing this championship, then you need to put the time in to make sure you're at the best you can be.
When I started touring cars, there was probably 4 or 5 people that were really going for the championship back then, and if you look at it now, there's probably anybody in the top 20 can win races, and I think that shows the sort of quality and the depth of the field.
So if you wanted to build a winning touring car driver in 2018, where should you start?
I'm still trying to figure that out. It's hard work, Louise.
A little bit of luck. You definitely need luck on your side. You need a good bunch of guys around, you need a good team, and you need the day to fall right.
You've got to hook up everything. Everything's got to be perfect. You can't have one stone unturned.
Your fortunes can change so quickly that you have to maintain a real positive outlook on the entire day, that literally anything can happen in this championship.